Nope, we are not doing that. Greetings, world of the internet. I am the great Matthew Squeak, and welcome to Squirrel Talk at the Movies. It's come from all the way from France to the big screens of America. And as we've seen on this show, French stuff does pretty well for itself. So let's watch a movie about the girl that wants to be a dancer and the boy that wants to be an inventor. Roll the film! The characters. The star of this French film is Felicie, who is an orphan that dreams about being a dancer. And that's all there is, folks. This is one of those extreme one-dimensional characters that only ever thinks about one thing. Dancing. And once in a while she'll remind you she was an orphan. Oh, does she sound like a broken record half the time. I love to dance. I'm going to be a dancer. Have I mentioned how much I love to dance? Shut up! Oh yeah, remember there was also that inventor boy too. Yeah, he's barely in it. Despite him being on the poster, the movie ditches him as soon as it can, and once in a while lets him worm back in to say a few lines. He's pretty much one-dimensional as she is. I'm gonna be an inventor and build stuff, oh come on. And when he's not talking about his one character trait, he's spouting as many cliched lines and gimmicks as he can. I'm almost thankful he's barely in it, as this guy could really get on your nerves if allowed to stick around for too long. The best character in this is the villain. Yeah, there's a villain. We get this evil stepmother-like person introduced to us who starts off with a subtle evil tone, but then halfway through explodes into this over-the-top, over-emotional maniac. She's just so hilariously over-the-top evil that even when she's trying to kill another character, it's too ridiculous to remotely take seriously. The leads may be dull, but the villain can make you laugh. The plot. Felicie and inventor boy What's-His-Face escape an orphanage to fulfill their dreams. And after stealing the identity of a prissy snob, Felicie finds herself auditioning for an upcoming role in The Nutcracker. But in order to make it to the top, she'll need to seek help of an old mentor to teach her the ropes. And how many cliches can you count from that one description alone? This is a movie of cliches. There is absolutely nothing original, nothing interesting in this entire movie. It was more interesting to play "What movie did you steal that from?" And it doesn't help that it feels like it's just throwing one cliched scene after another without any thought or reason behind them, other than that movie did it and it was good, so we can do that too. It causes a lot of things to just happen. No rhyme or reason behind it, other than it was in the playbook, so it has to happen. The grumpy caretaker suddenly has a heart of gold without any kind of emotional bonding or buildup because every other movie has a grumpy character with a secret heart of gold. The only plot point this movie ever wanted to tell was, this girl wanted to be a dancer. So then it just has to fill in the large empty space remaining with whatever it can. Design. It's pretty, I'll give it that. Not the fantastical, gorgeous like Pixar film, but well enough made that I would call it good. But with the lack of interesting characters and plots, there's not much to see here to keep your attention. It's some pretty typical streets in Paris, some pretty typical dancing, and some pretty typical effects. A great background for a great emotional character story, perhaps, but that is not what we got. Overall, Leap is bad. Not the worst thing out there, but still bad. So it's getting a pass on it. The characters are so one-dimensional, I found myself begging them to please talk about something else for once. The plot had no imagination or creativity thrown into it at all, and the animation is just fair. But I will say this. Some of the cliched scenes are actually quite funny in the so bad it's good sort of way, just like with the over-the-top villain. But the movie just doesn't have enough of that juicy, hysterical badness to warrant me giving it a watch it anyway. The majority of it was just dull. So it may entertain your kids for a while, but it's probably best letting this one slide. And now, a moment with previews. What more can I say about this one? It looks funny. Have you seen the success rate of biblical movies lately? You really think talking animals will put you over the edge? I've seen this happen far too often to far too many movies. Guys, stop. You don't need to show us every single thing in the trailer. Now there's a cat. How much do you want to bet that's in the final act? Surprise ruined. And our heroes are teaming up with the bad guy. Or something like that. Plot twist! All you had to say was, we made this, and we made this. That's all you had to show. And we're already hooked. So cut it out with the spoilers. I am the great Matthew Squeak, and this is Squirrel Talk at the Movies. I thank my loyal subjects for watching. Please like and subscribe to me. Shame this movie wasn't better. I really was looking forward to this one. If you are so willing, please support the channel here on Patreon.